Alright guys, welcome back to some more Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. I'm actually going to lower the volume a little bit. I noticed in the video they're still actually a bit high, so it's quite surprising. The computer records a lot of fucking sounds, very high look. But hopefully that'll do. Alright. Okay. We now have to protect Prague by night. God damn it, what's the button here really turned? Okay. I don't really mind, like, you know, my voice being turned out, because I think that's, you know, more interesting than this actual gameplay, to be honest, but at the same time, you get a bit ridiculous, like, so let's put a stop to this for a while. Alright then, so the barrels are regenerated, and we have to protect Prague at night time. So you guys anything to say to this? Nope. Definitely in a better situation than I was last time I was doing this, because I had no healing pots at this point. And I'm actually coming down with them this time. Surprising what a pair of leather gloves can do for you. Oh, it's a monster! But you better bring it. There we go. That's criticals. It's what I want! Go with the criticals. I like how like, these things even got in here. In fact, the Knights of St. John are doing absolutely sweet FA. Useless bastards! And I will continue my quest for pilfering. Jeez, these barrels are being really stingy. Seriously. We can pick up some more rats. Which give blood, increased blood. This is quite strange. I wonder what might happen. Interesting. Fucking game self-spoiling itself. It's nice that the blacksmith still works in the middle of the night. Never resting, always smithing. I'm completely lost again, I don't really know where I'm supposed to go. Let us walk around the night. God damn it! There's a barrel! It's a secret barrel with secret stuff. Oh, it did. It needs the disease vaccine. Oh boy. It sure is useful.
Oh, 'tis the little warrior. I bet you're soft and tender inside your tin britches.
I'll eat your gizzard while it's still attached to your quivering body. This is thy payment for bringing final death to Ozra the Unliving.
She sucked. Alright, it's better to get these guys in this situation here. I don't want to get surrendered, like. Ow! Oh, fuck that. I've been knocking these fucking crits, man. Ow! Actually, that finger's gonna die there.
Lambs from within the convent. Aneska, I will protect thee. The Archbishop be damned.
God damn you, Archbishop! You slug! Any items of these tossers? I have to go here myself again? Fuck. It's good if I know how to get there, right, guys? Right? Right? Oh, it's right beside me, for Christ. Let's go!
Christoph, thou hast brought evil into this holy place. This taint follows thy soiled soul.
Yeah, Giza.
It burns. The she-cow's vile purity burns like unto the sun.
Back to the abyss, hellspawn. Thou art anathema in the eyes of God. Die and be damned!
Away with thee! We forbid thee to defile this holy place!
Whoa.
Intruders.
Let's try and get them one at a time here. Use the...
Now,
Oh,
intruders.
because I walk into the other one. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! And boom! Triple bolt.
It appears that I am once again in thy debt, brave sir, for coming to us in our time of need.
As I am in thy debt, for saving my life with thy tender care. and for thy uncommon valor in standing with me against the forces of hell.
I pray, my lord, that thou art always near to deliver us from this evil.
Suggestive.
Milady, I pledge my arm to thy cause for as long as I draw breath and beyond.
Then I have faith in the safety of our humble convent.
What about Chubbs there? Like Sister
His
Chubbs
skill
in the
is
corner?
great, and he fights with the strength of a demon.
She gets no love?
His courage has opened the minds again. Think how the gift of Cain would enhance the might of such a man.
Uh-oh.
Aye. He has done great service to the Promethean cause by dispatching Azra without our involvement. But this decision must be made with surpassing care.
With so many of us missing, we need his sword in the coming tumult. The other clans are surely considering him for the embrace by now.
No doubt. But hast thou forgotten the power the Church wields over the minds of these mortals, Cosmos? His faith is the strength behind his steel. Stripped of his faith, would he be of any use to us, I wonder?
He has been cut from the herd by his wound. He's been separated from the heart of his sword brethren by many miles. Like any stray, he is more malleable. He may bend rather than break.
Thou art wise, Cosmos. How well thou knowest the hearts of men of war. Yet, I am not convinced.
The Premises are enraged at his continuing interference in their plans. I have learned that they have now placed a rich bounty upon his head. He'll not outlive the next moon.
Get thee to the prince, and tell him that this night, Ekaterina the Wise awakens another into darkness.
Thy will is done.
And Cosmos, should this Kristoff falter or fail, he must fall.
Lady Inesca, I must speak with thee.
Hush, lest thou rouse the convent with thy clamor.
I have wandered the city for hours, yet each turn of the streets did lead me back here.
My lord, 'tis dusk. Thou shouldst not be out of doors. Fiends shall soon be legion.
I would fight all fiends of hell to stand at thy door.
And how may our holy order assist his lordship this eve?
Milady, thou must hear me. I sought to tell thee once before, but fear took my voice.
What power could daunt the man who hath faced demons from hell?
The face of an angel from
Oh,
heaven.
snap.
Oh, my lord,
Thou hast stuck me a wound that heals not. My life's blood pours out before me, and I cannot stanch it. I do love thee, fair Inesca. I do love thee with a passion I have never known.
My lord, I must protest. Such love is an affront to heaven.
If thou deny me, I am undone.
I cannot deny thee. I too am afflicted with a wound for which thou art the only cure. My soul fell when first I beheld thee, and now my heart is cleft in twain. My love of God and my love of thee have torn me to ribbons, for I must betray one to keep faith with the other.
Thus my sins do pour out before me, for I have spilt my wickedness upon thy innocent bosom.
That comes later.
Nay, 'tis my wanton desire that hath ensnared thy virtuous heart. I was a fool to confess my heart to thee. Gladly would I imperil mine own soul, but never thine.
Then truly we are lost. Our souls are beyond all hope of redemption.
My lord, look thou at the locket thou didst give me. 'Tis the locket of St. Jude, the patron saint of lost causes.
Thus fate makes a bitter mockery of our plight.
Say not so. Where the saints tread, hope follows. Mayhap St. Jude shall bring us hope past all hope. I pray we find a way.
I pray so too. Thy hopeful words have filled my heart with courage, and I can leave satisfied. Farewell, fair Inesca.
Nay, the streets are not safe at night. Thou must stay here in the convent till the sun shines again.
May God have mercy upon my soul, for the devil has just placed into my heart the most impure of notions. I do tremble to confess it, but I feel I would cast away all holiness to stay. I would exchange an eternity of heaven's bliss for one night by thy side.
Know thee that thou art not alone in such desires.
Then truly I am damned. I am condemned for my lust, but I must not drag thee into the abyss with me. I must flee this holy place and return no more.
My lord, come back!
Fair play for Kristoff trying to do the right thing, but it is the wrong thing.
Release me! I command thee!
Thou struggles nobly. I love such passion. A lesser man could not even speak in my grasp.
What art thou? A demon sent from hell?
I am here to save thee, Kristoff. To deliver thee from thy mortal shackles.
By the power of the Lord Eternal, I banish thee from my presence.
Poor child. Thy faith died long ago. Amidst a dread battle, thou came to know thy true nature. Thou art a killer of men, no matter how thou dost try to justify thy deeds. Thou kills not when compelled by God, but when ordered by men. Now come to me. I am the mother of thy rebirth.
I know thy ways, demon, and I have lore enough to kill thee.
Nay, thou art helpless in my hands as a naked babe.
Nay! Oh, nay!
Nay means nay! I could fix this out, that's the point. You have been turned.
Aneska, water, I beg of thee. I thirst. I starve.
I am Ekaterina the Wise, Ekaterina the Promethean, Ekaterina, the leader of the Bruja clan. We are the children of Cain, and now thou art one of us.
God have mercy on my soul. I am damned.
Steady now, whelp. Thou lackst the strength to fight, and I would slice thee in twain without hesitation.
Thou must feed, my child, before the hunger overtakes thee and drives thee mad.
Am I now a miserable demon, stealing blood to live? Damned and cursed to hell? Is this all that remains of noble Kristoff?
Nay, my child. There is far more to thee than ever before. Thou art Bruja now. We Bruja are the philosophers of Cain's lineage. Where other clans treasured gold and trinkets, we sought pure wisdom. We strove to unravel the thorny knots that bind the very gates of heaven. Are we damned? Nay, we are exalted. In fabled Carthage, we lived in concordance with all mortals. Together we sought the secrets of Eden, that the children of Cain and the children of Seth would be raised up. But the hated Ventru grew jealous of our power. The patrician clan betrayed us and tried to destroy us. We survived, but fabled Carthage did not. Despite this great loss, we Prometheans continue our search for harmony with all mortals.
We are the most noble of our breed, Kristoff. We seek only the fulfillment of the dream that was Carthage. But we need thy help to achieve this goal. A war lies ahead. A terrible battle that calls for warriors like us.
Wars among devils do not concern me.
We will cause thee to think otherwise, whelp.
Enough, Cosmos! The Bruja blood needs time to cool. Come, let us leave our young one to think upon his situation. But know this, Christoph, thou would have been killed or embraced by our enemies on this night. We have given thee life eternal, and awakened thee to the true face of thy world. I do not expect gratitude, but our clan requires loyalty or death.
There is no life in me. Even my heart has ceased to beat. My very soul has been stripped from me. There is nothing left for salvation or damnation.
Thou needs must pledge fealty to thy new mistress.
I think Kristoff would be a bit pissed off about this whole thing.
I do not agree to serve thee. I reject thee and shun thy evil works. I take my leave of thee.
Insolent whelp, I forbid it! Tempt not my wrath.
The man he was can do little else, Ekaterina.
The vampire he is must do otherwise, Cosmos.
He will learn, should he survive his own folly.
Thou speakest sagely, Cosmos. Very well, Christoph. I shall not strike thee down for this one act of disobedience. And if thou leavest now, I shall not move to stop thee. But neither shall I lift my hand to save thee from reaping the fruits of such disobedience.
Then farewell, fair cruelty. I take my leave of thy damnable house and my own damnable unlife. For only in death can I find solace for the loss of my soul.
Such a death would not end thy accursed existence, but curse it even further. Shouldst thou ever meet a wraith, thou would understand that thy present torment is paradise compared to the anguish of those in the Shadowlands. Thou dost owe me a great debt for saving thee from a far greater damnation, and for that debt of life, I desire that thou heed the word of thy mistress Ekaterina, at least until thou hast sense enough to come in out of the sun. Do that, and guard my back on an important mission, and I will consider our account settled. Now, let us return to Ekaterina.
Strong logic there, Wilhelm.
Christoph, thou must understand that our enemies are legion, and none more vile than Clan Zamitzi, which infests Prague like a plague. The fiends seek thy death in payment for the slaying of Azra and her Schlachta servitors. If thou art to survive, thou must quickly master the powers of thy blood. Thou must pay heed to all our laws, or thou wilt become a gibbering monster like the Zamitzi. Our first law.
Mistress Ekaterina, I crave thy indulgence. Christoph is a man of action. His learning shall be the greater on the field of battle than the parlors of the Prometheans. Let me take him on my mission to Garanal's Haven, where he may learn our ways firsthand. I could use a stout broadsword protecting my back.
Christoph is not yet ready.
Verily, he is as ready as he shall ever be.
I would have thy counsel, Cosmos.
Christoph is no Bruja philosopher. His hot blood cools too much when he has no mission and curdles. Send him forth. If he survives, he will have mastered our ways.
Very well. Christoph, go thou with Wilhelm Stryker. Trust what he says if thou wouldst outlive the night. Go, my swordsman, and strike deep into the lair of our dear ally, Garanal the Cappadocian.
Time to cut thy teeth, fledgling.
Yeah, I think it's pretty accurate. Like, Kristoff is like a man of action, and he's basically just a glorified thug, and he wouldn't give a shit about like listening to these people talk and their own nonsense. You know what I mean? He would just want to get into action. Like, that's basically what he lives for. Like, to be honest. We cover the Nod fragment. Okay, so we have this guy Wilhelm here. He is a vampire of the Bruja clan. starts off with bullshit, but I've never used this game. He's got a few spells and stuff. Disciplines. It's cost blood to cast. Excuse me. And all that kind of good stuff. Okay, that's seconds freeze. I'm just trying to get used to the buttons here, because that is actually... on my test playthrough, I stopped before here, so I can't remember how to control party members.
I stand!
Okay. Alright. You don't need any of these healing staves, because they're for humans, and holy water as well. Well, could use holy water, but I'll probably just sell it, it's not really that useful. Alright. He has nothing really. Okay. Let's see what stats are. He's got high dexterity actually. I remember him having high manipulation, because I always sort of made Wilhelm the guy who like buys and sells stuff. So it's a bit strange, because I thought he had higher manipulation as a base. Obviously not. Alright, let's see, he's a Vega, I suppose? Alright, so he's got feed 2, which is what you use when you're, need to feed blood. At highest rank, I think you can basically just kill people right off if you actually manage to use it all. Blood healing's basically heal yourself, which is quite useful. We have blood strength, which will increase our strength, I guess. Clarity, which is really... sorry, not clarity, celerity, which is brilliant. In all vampire games, it's amazing. It just busts your movement speed and attack speed, like, so it's very useful, like having haste. Protein, I think that increases your damage, is it? It's quite good. Okay, that's a bit shit. Never really used that before. Oh. He has a pretty high protein. I think he grew claws when he used protein. I think. Where's this one? Feral claws, his claws. Derp. Yeah, large claws. I think that makes you do aggregate damage, which is very useful, like. Apart from that, nothing too special here, like. You can start to see the damage we do. He does 45 because he's a weapon and stuff. Okay. We're actually a 9th generation vampire, and he's 10. Which is actually quite strange. We're actually a higher generation than Wilhelm is. Because we got embraced by Katarina the Wise, so she must have been generation 8, I would say. I think that's pretty much it. I'll probably knock the video off here because that was a pretty long series of events and cutscenes and stuff. So I think I'll probably end it here and then work on the next video and do. We'll head to the. What do you call that guy? I can't remember the clan name. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody. That's the one complaint I have about this game. It's kind of like a sort of slideshow where it's kind of like. You sort of come across every clan, and it's a bit linear. It's like, oh, you have to go kill all these guys, and you have to kill these guys, and just like creates these kind of like contrived reasons to actually fight these guys. So it's not very believable, to be honest. But anyway, not that any of this shit's believable, but fucking. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next video.